I'm here with Lisa McLaughlin, who is our Executive Director of the Student Assembly. But before I ask you a couple questions, Lisa, Matt, can you just talk generally about what the Student Assembly Board of Directors does on a daily basis?
Sure. So for anybody who doesn't know, the Student Assembly Board of Directors is made up of 10 individuals who are elected to serve for 1 year. And what our main goal is to serve the 21,000 student members. So these are PT and PTA students. And we really operate in the philosophy where if we're better united now, we're going to be better united as a profession. So we look to try to get everybody involved, get them informed, and really see the value of an APTA membership. But we try to make it fun, we try to cater towards student interests, and we really try to build a sense of community. So we don't know how to do it all on our own, so Lisa definitely helps us a lot. She's awesome.
Absolutely, and I think being part of the Student Assembly Board of Directors has been one of the most rewarding experiences, and just getting involved with that community and meeting different PT students and seeing what their experience is like across the nation. Now Lisa, can you tell me a little bit about the initiatives, maybe the Loop Communication Network that we've been working on throughout the year this year?
Yeah, I think a huge goal for this year's board is increasing awareness and involvement with our student community. And one of the ways that we do that is through our Core Ambassador Network. So we have one Core Ambassador in every state to act as the liaison between their state and the Student Assembly Board. And oftentimes staff or even faculty will contact me and ask how they can best push information out to our student community. And I usually recommend that they go through the Core Ambassador Network.
That's great, and absolutely our main goal is just to get information out to students as quickly and as efficiently as possible so that they can stay informed with the latest ongoings at APTA and figure out how best to be involved as well.
I'd like to ask you a question, Matt. Why do you think it's important for students to be involved?
Well, I think it's important because you really don't understand everything that APTA does and what it's about until you actually experience it. So prior to CSM in Chicago in 2011, I had only read about things that APTA does, and I'd only heard about it in class. So when I went to the conference, I really made it a point to meet students, talk to them, talk to some of the student leadership, and see kind of what ways I can get involved on either the local level, the state level, or the national level.
Great. Josh, what do you think are the important ways that students can get involved?
Well, I think one of the most common ways is what Matt just spoke about, attending a conference, whether it's National Student Conclave, CSM, or APTA conference. A lot of students come and then see the excitement and see the passion of everybody that's involved with the APTA and all of the PTs, PTAs, and students that are there. But another common way is just getting involved on social media, so following us on Twitter or liking our Facebook, just to stay up to date with the latest news. But if you go to apta.org/current students, you can explore all the different ways to become involved and find something that really suits you as a student. So one of my biggest surprises being on the Student Assembly Board of Directors was just how much support that staff offers. And this started on day one from our orientation when we all came to APTA headquarters back in December. And one great example of the support that staff offers was through the Flash Action Strategy. Lisa, could you tell us a little bit more about how we took that from idea to implementation?
Right, so that was an idea that came about on our very first conference call. And it was along the lines of, could this be done? I've got this idea, we want to do this letter writing campaign, how big can we make it? When can we do it by? What are the deadlines? That type of thing. And so with the help of staff, I think we were able to loop in our government affairs staff to work on the wording, the idea, the implementation, the deadline. And what ended up happening was we threw together this letter writing, or the Student Assembly threw together a letter writing campaign with the goal of 16,000 letters to Congress in a 72-hour period, and we ended up getting over 20,000 letters. Mm-hmm. So I think with collaborating with our art department on images, our government affairs department, our web design team even, there was a few different departments that helped make that happen with just an idea that happened over a phone call.
Absolutely, and that's the biggest thing to me is that this just started out as an idea, but with the support of staff, they actually helped make us happen, and the hard work of the students, it all came together nicely and ended in over 20,000 letters. So if you want to get more involved, or maybe you have an idea that you would like to take and implement, go to apta.org/current students and look at the different ways that you can become involved.